Nathan visits Skylar at the paper club, where Skylar is writing an article about budget cuts caused by the school's financial problems. Nathan tells him that he wants to join the paper because he needs more extracurricular activities. When Skylar asks why he chose the paper, Nathan explains that he enjoys writing and wanted to join last year, but he wasn't allowed since he was a freshman. Now that his boyfriend is the new editor, he hopes it will be easier to get in. Skylar explains how serious the club is and shows Nathan the article he is working on about how the football team receives most of the funding while other clubs, including the arts, get almost nothing. Nathan offers to help, and Skylar agrees to let him join the club, but as his boss, not his boyfriend.
Okay, boss.
At the gym's locker room, Zach, a new character introduced in season 2, tells Nathan that his shirt looks cool. They start talking about their love for Trash Dolls, the German band on Nathan's shirt. Nathan says he is glad to find someone who likes the band as much as he does. Zach replies that it is hard to find people with good taste. They share a few meaningful looks, and then Zach leaves. Nathan and Skylar arrive at school together. On their way to class, Zach calls out to Skylar. Skylar introduces Nathan to him, but Zach says they have already met. Skylar then explains to Nathan that Zach is the photographer for the paper club. The moment feels a little awkward between Nathan and Zach. At the school's football event, Nathan and Zach keep exchanging glances while Zach takes photographs of the game. Nathan, Skylar, and Zach meet at a cafe to discuss what to write and publish for the pop-up the student council is organizing to raise funds for the school's fall formal after the budget cuts. During the discussion, Nathan starts singing, and Zach is amazed by his voice and the kind of music he is singing. They begin talking about their shared love for the song. Skylar feels jealous and left out for a moment, then joins the conversation by asking Nathan what song it is. Nathan explains, and Skylar tells Zach that he would be lost musically without Nathan. After Skylar says that, Zach becomes uncomfortable and excuses himself to get a coffee refill. Noticing the awkwardness, Skylar tells Nathan that he thinks Zach has a crush on him. Nathan doesn't believe it and says it's only because they both like the same music. He then adds that even if Zach does have a crush, he is happily taken.
Damn right you are.
At the fundraiser, Nathan works as the DJ while Zach takes photographs. As Nathan plays music, Zach can't stop taking pictures of him. While he is focused on Nathan, Skylar interrupts and tells Zach that he knows exactly what he is doing. Zach replies that he is only covering the pop-up for the paper, like any good journalist would.
That's not all you're doing.
Zach then steps away, leaving Skylar frustrated. Later that night, Nathan is writing an article about the fundraiser when he receives a message from Zach. The message contains the photos Zach took at the event, including many pictures of Nathan. As Nathan looks through them, he smiles and begins to wonder out loud if Zach might actually have feelings for him. When his mom walks into the room and notices one of the photos, she comments that whoever took such a beautiful picture must have had their eyes on him. Hearing this makes Nathan happy, and he smiles. At the paper club, Zach shows Nathan some pictures he took at previous games and says he wants to use them to create a pictorial piece about the rivalry between their school's football team and another school. Nathan tells him the pictures are amazing. When Zach says Nathan is just being nice, Nathan assures him that he is truly gifted, explaining that his photos are very unique because they capture the real essence of things, noticing tiny details others miss.
Like with you?
What?
Zach tells him that Nathan never shared what he thought about the photos he took of him, then asks if he captured the real Nathan. Unsure how to answer, Nathan stays quiet until Skylar appears, looking a little jealous. Nathan quickly tells Skylar about Zach's idea, and Skylar says he will think about it before leaving. The moment then becomes a little awkward between Nathan and Zach. During break time, while Nathan and Skylar are talking with their friends, Zach is across the hall with his own group, and the two lock eyes. Skylar notices and becomes jealous. They also share a stare during a football game. When the cheerleading team finishes their performance, they hold up a sign that says, "Will you go to the dance with me?" The crowd gets confused about who the message is for and who it is from. Nathan assumes it might be for his brother, since his brother is dating the lead cheerleader. But then, Skylar suddenly stands up, takes the moment, and asks Nathan once again if he will go to the dance with him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They kiss and hug as the crowd cheers. While hugging Nathan, Skylar looks over at Zach among the spectators with a clear expression that says, "He is mine." At the paper club, they assign tasks and make plans for what everyone will write. As Skylar gives out the assignments, Nathan suggests that they could add a music column. Zach agrees, saying it is a cool idea and that he could even add a pictorial piece to it. When Nathan and Zach smile at each other, Skylar becomes jealous. He agrees to the idea but assigns it to someone else instead of Nathan. The room turns quiet and awkward, leaving Nathan unhappy. After the meeting, Nathan confronts Skylar and asks why he didn't let him write the music column, since he is the music guy and it was his idea. Skylar explains that because Nathan is his boyfriend, giving him the task would look like favoritism. Nathan gets upset, saying it makes no sense for someone else to do it when he knows music better. Skylar pleads with him not to fight, reminding him that their first dance is tonight and he wants it to be special. Nathan listens and calms down, but says they will talk about it after the dance.
Deal.
At the dance, Nathan and Skylar take pictures together as a couple. When Skylar notices Zach from a distance, he intentionally kisses Nathan to make Zach jealous. Zach becomes upset and furious. A little later, Nathan goes to get a drink and runs into Zach. As Nathan reaches for the ladle, their hands touch, and they look at each other with longing. When they snap out of it, Zach tells Nathan that he should have been the one to write the music column. Nathan replies that it is too late, but Zach encourages him not to give up and to go after what he really wants. He then admits that what he wants in that moment is to kiss Nathan.
And what I want is to kiss you right now.
Nathan gives in to temptation, and they kiss. As they do, Skylar sees them, becomes hurt and angry, and leaves. Feeling ashamed, Nathan immediately goes after him. Nathan tells Skylar that he can explain what just happened. Skylar replies that he doesn't want to hear any explanation. He saw what he saw. Nathan kissed Zach. When Nathan says he didn't mean to, Skylar tells him he finds that hard to believe, since they have been flirting nonstop.
At the pop-up at the newspaper at our meeting today? And yeah, I was jealous.
Skylar explains that he thought Nathan might have been acting this way because he wasn't giving him enough attention. That's why he made the huge dance proposal at the game, because he felt like he had to compete to keep his own boyfriend, only to be treated like a fool. Nathan insists that Skylar doesn't have to compete, but admits that the reason this happened is because Zach understands him, listens to him, is easy to talk to, and shares a lot in common with him. In an emotional tone, Skylar asks Nathan if this is payback for not liking the song Nathan wrote for him back in season 1, when Nathan confessed his feelings.
Stop my heart, be still.
Nathan says no and asks why Skylar is bringing up something that happened so long ago.
Why are you bringing this up?
Just wonder if it's like payback or something.
No, Sky.
Skylar says it doesn't matter. Nathan cheated. He then breaks up with him. That night, there is a fire at Nathan's family barn. When Nathan gets to school the next morning, he meets Zach, who asks if he is okay after hearing about the fire. Nathan tells him he is fine, then adds that he broke up with Skylar. Zach asks again if he is okay and says he is sorry about that, but we all know he is not. Zach then asks Nathan what he wants to do now, but Nathan tells him that since they just broke up, he can't start anything right away. Zach says he understands, but reminds Nathan that he likes to go after what he wants, and what he wants right now is Nathan. He then asks Nathan what he wants. Once again, Nathan gives in to temptation, and they kiss in the hallway, in front of everyone, including Skylar. After seeing that, Jackie asks Skylar if he is okay, and he says no. When Grace reminds him that he was the one who broke up with Nathan, he replies that he knows and that he didn't want to. But he admits that the kiss they just witnessed was bound to happen anyway. Nathan has a conversation with his brother Alex while Zach stands beside him. After that, Zach says he is leaving, and Alex makes a comment that shows he doesn't seem to like Zach. Zach tells Alex that he only wanted to walk Nathan to lunch. Then, in front of everyone at the lunch table, Zach kisses Nathan again. When Zach leaves, Alex asks Nathan what is going on with Zach, since he was with Skylar only 3 days ago. Nathan tells Alex to stop being a hypocrite because he has done the same thing before. Alex then asks Nathan if he has ever wondered why Zach wants everyone to see them together with all the constant public kissing. Nathan replies that it's simply because Zach is proud to be with him.
Zach knows what he wants, and what he wants is me. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
A few days later, at home, Nathan asks Alex if he can help him learn how to play a game called Confederacy of the Gods. Alex agrees, but when he asks why Nathan suddenly wants to learn it, Nathan explains that Zach is a big fan of the game, and he wants to understand it so he can impress him. Alex points out that Nathan is changing, and not even for himself, but for someone else. Nathan denies this, saying he is actually changing to become more like himself, and that Zach is helping him become a better version of who he is. Alex disagrees, telling him that lately everything about him has been about what Zach wants.
That's not true.
Right after that, Nathan gets a call from Zach.
Oh my God, shut up.
At school, when Zach meets Nathan, he tries to kiss him, but Nathan refuses and says he has to go to band practice. Zach tells him to skip it since he has already been to many, and instead suggests they go for breakfast. Nathan wants to refuse, but he eventually gives in and follows him. The next day, at the college fair, Skylar sees Nathan and Zach flirting with each other. Zach looks at Skylar, almost as if to rub it in his face. When Jackie asks Skylar if he wants to leave, he says he is going to talk to Nathan. Skylar approaches, and after they exchange pleasantries, he asks Nathan how many interviews he has done so far. Nathan lies at first, but eventually admits he hasn't done any. Because of this, Skylar warns Nathan to be careful about Zach. Nathan becomes defensive and asks if Skylar is really looking out for him, or if he is just jealous. Offended, Skylar tells him once again to be careful of Zach, and then walks away. Right after that, Nathan goes to find Alex and tells him what has been bothering him about what Skylar said regarding Zach. Alex reminds him that Skylar has a point, just like he already told him before. Nathan is changing, and not for the better. Nathan then admits that maybe both Skylar and Alex are right, and says he will talk to Zach. At the paper club, when Zach asks Nathan if he can use his photo for a cover piece, Nathan tells him he can't because it doesn't fit the theme. But Zach insists, saying he wants everyone to see Nathan the way he does.
The hottest, coolest, sweetest guy ever.
A few moments later, Nathan asks Zach if anything ever happened between him and Skylar. At first, Zach hesitates, but eventually admits the truth. He tells Nathan that when he was still in the closet, he and Skylar used to date in secret. But Skylar became very busy with schoolwork, student council, and the paper. On top of that, he grew tired of keeping their relationship a secret. Zach explains that Skylar broke up with him because he wanted to be with someone who was already out of the closet. Zach goes on to say that he even joined the paper club and student council just to be close to Skylar, and that he came out for him. But by then, Skylar was already with Nathan, and it was too late. Hearing this, Nathan becomes shocked and deeply hurt.
So wait, Are you just trying to get back at Skylar, or are you trying to get back with him?
No.
Zach insists that is far from the truth, and that what he has with Nathan has nothing to do with Skylar. Nathan finds it hard to believe and leaves, feeling very hurt. Zach goes to find Skylar to talk to him. Skylar tells him there is nothing to talk about.
You stole my boyfriend just to prove you could.
Skylar then asks if Zach did all this because he is still angry about their breakup from a long time ago. Zach admits that he is still mad about it and says he wants to get back together with Skylar, since both of them are single again after Nathan.
Are you serious? You're unbelievable.
Zach then admits that although he likes Nathan, his main goal was to get Skylar's attention. He confesses that he misses Skylar and wants him back. Skylar looks at him, but says nothing. A few days later, Skylar hosts a Halloween party and doesn't invite Nathan. At the party, when Skylar feels unhappy and lonely, he takes pictures with some of the guests and posts them on his story. Nathan, sitting at home and feeling sad and lonely, sees the posts and feels even worse. During the party, Skylar gets a call from Zach. He considers answering, but eventually ignores it. He then tells his friends that he thought the party would take his mind off everything, but it only made him feel worse. Some days later, Nathan and Skylar bump into each other at the Silver Falls Sparkle, a pre-Christmas fair. Nathan tells Skylar that Zach was only with him because he really wanted Skylar, not him. Skylar replies that he tried to warn Nathan, but Nathan didn't listen, and that Zach is good at making people do what he wants. Nathan apologizes to Skylar for everything. He tells him that Skylar was the first person to truly see him.
Skylar, before I met you, no one had ever looked at me like that.
But he felt like he had to beg Skylar to like him and give him the attention he needed. Nathan admits that he felt like he liked Skylar more than Skylar liked him. He then explains that it was different with Zach because Zach made him feel wanted. Skylar responds that Nathan's insecurities are not an excuse for cheating. Nathan acknowledges that, but begs Skylar to get back together with him, saying that he loves him and wants them to try again. Skylar admits that he loves Nathan too, but says he can't trust him anymore.
I'm sorry.
So, that's the end of their story for season 2. Fortunately, the series has been renewed for a season 3. Let's see how their story is going to unfold. Are Nathan and Skylar going to get back together? Will there still be a love triangle? Or will they each find new love interests in season 3? We can't wait to find out. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content like this.